Hail Biafra! This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment. Our Prime Minister is in question and answer series with Biafrans, and you shouldn't be missing. You have to be updated on what is going on, his response to questions, and then you can as well drop your own question, drop comments after listening. And I'll be right back to analyze the news more.
Okay, now we are approaching using a different approach, which I call the multidimensional approach. We are using the political approach, which is the democratic approach. We are also using the diplomatic approach, and we are using also the armed struggle. The armed struggle in the sense that we can't fold our hand while we are using the political and diplomatic approach to get our freedom. They are killing us. No. So we arm ourselves as we are pursuing this particular Biafra's freedom in diplomatic approach and political approach. We are also defending our land so that our women and children are not being butchered like they have done for ages. And that is where the armed struggle comes in. So the self-referendum will be conducted by the time we complete setting up the de facto government executive for all the state of Biafra, confederated state of Biafra, because Biafra is a confederated state. So by the time we finish setting up the de facto government, when we have captured the entire Biafra using this particular executive of the state government from the district to the county to the state administrators, we will have what we will start the exercise of data collection. Even if it is 20 million Biafrans who collected their data, we are good to go. But we are going to start the exercise of data collection, which will go directly to the Biafra government in exile, security department, where the data will be stored, to start distributing the right to vote during the referendum. And we're going to make sure that those Biafrans in diaspora will also have the opportunity to cast their vote using electronic means. So the data collection will be done by the Biafra de facto government in the homeland and the Biafra Republic government in exile. So those Biafrans in diaspora will be given opportunity for their data to be collected for the purpose of this self-referendum. After the self-referendum, or before the self-referendum, we are going to inform the European Union, inform the US, inform Israel, inform the United Nations for formality. We're not informing them that they're going to come to give us the referendum because they will never support it. Now, with that, we are also going to inform over 100 human rights organizations that we believe they may be interested in knowing what we are doing. After that particular information has been passed to them, we go ahead with our referendum, which will take weeks to conclude. Make sure that everybody that have collected his or her data is given the opportunity to vote because of the difficulties we are going to encounter with the internet and all that. So we will run this particular program for weeks to make sure everybody voted. After that, we're going to make the voting, the results public, and then we watch the event and followed by the declaration of Biafra. And by then, we'll make sure that those who have come to Biafra land to kill us with from their military base and their military barracks will never be sleeping in the night with their two eyes closed. So this is the plan that we have. The plan may change depending on the situation. So it is subject to change and to be amended at any time without period information or without period notice. So, but this is a glimpse of what you should be expecting. And when this thing happens and the declaration of Biafra is going to be the re-declaration of Biafra for the second time, the world is already aware of Biafra, so it is not something you are going to start explaining to people. Of course, those new generation that are the head of government or serving in different positions in Europe, in America, in the UN, may not have a true history of Biafra. So from them, they may want to educate themselves by looking into Biafra and research about it. But by then, we've gone far. We will defend Biafra land after the declaration. And then by then, we've gone far also in running our self-state, which, as you can see, the de facto government. After the declaration of Biafra, we will start the transition, the process. And once we have a status at the UN recognized by some state, we will dissolve the exile government and transit power to the de facto government and run it for a while. In fact, there are many things I don't want to review here, but so with this particular brief explanation, I believe I've answered your question. Thank you.
Yeah, before you go, I just want to quickly, because this is a recorded space, and it's good to avoid a misinformation, or maybe we are not aware of something. For clarity's sake, you detaining, which is absolutely brilliant. For me, I support what you're saying. I support, like I've said, I support the freedom of the people. And one thing that has to be very, very emphatical is that freedom of Biafra belongs to the Biafrans. That is very, very obvious. Freedom of the people belongs to the people. You're right. Should you expect foreigners or foreign government to come and help you if you cannot help yourself? There should be massive, self-help, self-detailed information, not misinformation. Very important. There's a place in scripture that say that know the truth will set you free. Right? The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it. Anything might try to derail it, but at the end of the day, there it is. So the truth is very important. That's why I emphasize on that. Going to Catalonia and Macedonia, north of Macedonia, got their independence in, if I'm not wrong, in 1991 or something like that. Right? And that was a peaceful breakup of Yugoslavia. That is Macedonia. So we're still one world. Whether it's Biafra, it's Nigeria, Catalonia, Yugoslavia, we are still in the same universe. So we can be able to study their style and amend, and we're able to get our result. Like I said, the result is what I want. I want Biafra to have its country or to have a stake in the system. That's very obvious. That is Macedonia. Then Catalonia had offensive. They fought war. Many Catalonians were killed. Some of them were executed, the leaders and all that, which is a long story. You can Google it. And then there was this Spanish Civil War, right? So the northern, nationalists.
I don't know if the PM is going to allow us to be going through this history, which I'm sure he already knows.
Like I said, when I talk about fighting war, I'm not talking about Spanish war. You can't compare the Spanish war to the declaration of Biafra that led to the war of Biafra against Nigeria. So it's a two different thing. Like I said, we can't compare Catalonia to Biafra or Nigeria. Catalonia is still situated or located in Europe, not just in Europe, also in Schengen state. Schengen state. So these are civilized people already. They are civilized and they know what is democracy. And they are today enjoying to some extent the dividend of democracy, what Europe has to offer. We don't have that kind of opportunity in Africa. Africa is not just a third world country. There are more than 20th world country, because everything it has to be with knife and gun. So nobody is ready to listen to you in Africa when you want to go through the civilized democratic way, like you see in Europe, like in Spain and Catalonia. So we don't need to draw any similarity or any reference from Catalonia to Biafra. It's completely, we design how the thing will work for us. What work for us will not work for Catalonia. What work for Catalonia will not work for us, because these are people with a different mentality. And Nigeria, we are not just dealing with Nigeria, or we are not just dealing with human being in Nigeria. We are dealing with nomadic style, nomadic people that don't actually value human life, people that don't actually have a life. So these are the people that have occupied and hijacked the so-called Niger area. So when you deal with them, you come with a well-designed, very ruthless approach to be able to dismantle them. And that's what this particular present Biafra liberation is doing. What people think it is impossible, we are doing it. Thank you.
Okay, last thing is this before I leave. Is that just last point, please. What about, for example, now, what you say right now, I really identify myself with it, and we have to do massive education. I believe you agree with me, right? To win the people, we need massive education.
We are winning the people with our actions. It is not that time for educating anybody. We are not preaching anymore. We are taking the bull by its horn. Delay is dangerous. So the people will come to term with Biafra by the time they see the actions that is going on. So we know our people and we know how they reason. Thank you.
Exactly. So last point is that what about if there's a regional presidency, like what's happening in other places right now? If there's a new president,
we are not interested in anything Nigeria anymore. We are not interested in anything regional. We just want our freedom. You can continue. Whoever wants to continue with Nigeria can go ahead with the regional. We are not interested in regional anymore. It is now very late. We've crossed the Rubicon. There is no going back.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you, Prof. You have really engaged, and I'm sure the response from the Prime Minister is quite enlightening to you. Take it to the camps and let them know how resilient we are, how resolved we are. Thank you, PM, for that very, resounding reply. I'm going to give you the microphone right now. Bench Ukusago, please let us make it very quick so that we can engage a lot of people tonight. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor Van Van Van. Thank you, PM. Thank you so much for your resilient work you are doing. You are really doing wonderful. It has shown clearly now that the Zoological Republic is a banana republic. There's no doubt in it. Some time ago, you gave an order that all these people that call themselves politicians or commissioners, that they should resign from what they are doing. But they are not showing any sign of resigning. What will be their condition if we restore Biafra as soon as possible? Thank you.
Sorry, can you rephrase your question again? What did I think I will get started. Sorry.
Yeah, some time ago you give an order for the commissioners or these people working in the zoological in Biafra land to resign, but they are not showing any sign of resignation at all.
First of all, let me correct you. First of all, many of them have resigned, and during that time, we came online on our program to inform Biafrans. Many of them resigned. Some of them made it open and public, like in Anambra State. In Imo State, they were resigning secretly. And the point is that when we give such orders, don't expect the enforcement of that order immediately. It can take months. When you have forgotten, that's when we come. Thank you. So, next question, please.
Okay, I read my case now at the moment. Let me give others a chance.
It is not easy, and it has not been easy, and it will not be easy. That's just the truth. We have to take the bull by the horn. Anyhow is a how. Yes, longer time we've been preaching. This time we are not preaching any longer. We want to face them head to head. But we are pleading that our people please do more contributions for more ammunition, more explosives. We need to be very violent to be able to defend that Biafra land. If not, if we do muchu, they will take over that land and they will kill many. And we don't want to lose anyone. We don't like seeing dead people. No, it's not good for us. Ndị Igbo, ndị eji eme ọnụ, we should come together. The billionaires, we are talking. Onechele ka mmiri bido. Don't allow the rain to start before you start running. Run now before the rain starts, because it's gonna rain. And we are saying it. Go to Anambra State. You see mass grave everywhere in the forest. They're killing our people. The same thing, Governor Oti raised the alarm. They're killing our people from Labonta, Abia State, and all that. In other forests, kidnapping. We need to clear up these terrorists from our land. It takes higher, sophisticated weapons to be able to clear them off. You can't combat them with something that is lower. No, go higher and higher so that they will run for their lives. And that's it for today. Urging you to please stay glued and also remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.